Game 2. Aggies and Tigers underway from the corner.
It's necessary. We saw that last game from Coach Jay Johnson. That was tattooed.
Bounces in front of Terrence Keel. It's a one-out single for Ethan Fry. And as we told you, it's all lefties on the weekends for A&M. Aggies will throw Miles Patton tomorrow, and Justin Lampkin has his first strikeout of the game.
If the Aggies can continue to keep him at bay, they're going to give themselves a fighting chance. And Ethan Fry, base open. Looks like he goes changeup away. See if he can get him Dickinson fishing.
So John in the lineup, Josh out of it when it comes to the Pearsons. Swing and a miss, and the Tigers will strand a couple.
Mixing early on to Jace.
Full count pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Reached out and came up empty. Anthony Ianson.
Man, in May, to get a doubleheader on this kind of day that was quick work there.
Stanfield a strikeout after a flyout by Braswell. If you're in Louisiana, that pot of gumbo's probably simmered enough. You can enjoy all that through game 2. Justin Lampkin.
I think LSU's got to do the same thing to Lampkin. Quick work there he made of Kent. With a handful of swings, you're not doing it with one swing and some free passes. Jeez, that was like the quickest inning I can remember. he
couldn't get everything in.
No, Ianson just carving early on.
It was a little more late arriving because everybody had to exit the stadium and recheck in with their tickets.
Yeah.
But they filled it up nicely, just like in that opening game. Swing and a miss by Cade Arambidi. 5 strikeouts for Justin Lampkin the first time through the LSU lineup. Attendance of that first game was 7,768, just a bit under 8,000. And as we just said, you might get something similar to that in this second game. A&M joined the SEC, and quite a few of those were NCAA tournament games. That's a ringing single up the middle with 2 outs by Ethan Fry. Take that with a grain of salt. There's an asterisk by that. Ground ball here, that will end the inning. In '93, you went to Omaha and they reseeded you. It's a different dynamic this year as Hayden Schott strikes out and the K's continue to mount on A&M. Anthony Ianson doing work on him.
Is different here, so it's just the first time through. But right now, the Aggie offense still trying to figure out Anthony Ianson, and down in Texas in super regional time, it's a different animal. But Lampkin continues to roll by the Aggie offense.
Laviolette hit it into that shift, and it got under the glove and into right field. It was Dickinson that was playing deep behind that second base position. An error on the board as far as the scoring. Wyatt Hensler. The Aggies get a base runner, and the Tigers erase them immediately. Sorrell to center field. Derek Curiel out there in center.
Fatigue that goes into a doubleheader, and backdoor slider there. Get Stanfield looking.
They're going to go right back at him. Harder hit, but right at him.
But that's because when he got his pitch, he didn't miss it.
He didn't miss that one. And it's the first base hit of the game for the A&M Aggies. Bear Harrison, his single to left.
Harrison on the move.
Got a walk to Blake Bender, up 2 aboard with 1 out. Well, not that time, not quite as productive. Oh, they rung him up. Will Fox, the third base coach, and Mike Early, the head coach, immediately disagreed with the call. From up here, it looked like Keel didn't go around with the swing, but he's rung up.
Coach Early upset. Keel looks like he held off.
It did not appear that he went around. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings. And that is tagged down the left field line by Jared Jones. He'll churn around first base, and he's in at second with a leadoff double. First hit for the Tigers since the second inning. Right field, hit it pretty well. over the head of Caden Sorrell, and it bounces off the wall. The Tigers are going to get the lead. Jones, a late jump. He didn't know if that would be caught, but he'll get around third base, and he will score 1-0 LSU. Back-to-back doubles.
3 for 3, hitting rockets around the yard. Timely hits there, puts the Tigers on the board. That ball was hit so hard, 104 off the bat, but watch Sorrell, he thinks he's on it. And then he realizes he's not. How quickly do you go to that bullpen and Luke Jackson?
Curiel laid down a bunt, kind of got it out there toward third base, and Wyatt Hensler will throw him out, but he does move Ethan Fry over to third base. Full count walk. There's the bunt laid down, the safety squeeze, and it works to perfection. Nobody is out. Put it in the perfect spot, Josh Pearson, and he'll score. Ethan Fry, 2-0 LSU.
Good opportunity for it, and look how perfect that is. And you can just see Benderup just runs right by it because he's flying up. And he doesn't realize that the ball is headed at a different angle.
Runner at first breaks and no throw there. It's 2 Tigers in scoring position. That is struck well.
First home run of the year.
If it gets out of here, and it does, it's foul. It just went foul. Well, it's a huge call. This is the difference between 2-0 and 5-0. And that did go foul.
I think he thought he got it too. Wow.
Ends up getting Stanfield swinging. In the bottom of the 6th, now trailing 2-0, and Ben Royo.
They lost it. They can't see it.
Yeah, it's up into that twilight part of the night. Leaping up at the wall. Won't get there. Ben Royo. Home run over the left field wall. Left center field, I should say. And he stays absolutely hot.
Ben Royo, just a knack for the moment. He keeps showing up when the Aggies need him most. He gets enough of it to get the rattling bog going and nail a putt in the dugout. Man, he looked like he was sitting on it the first time we had seen someone really sit on that off-speed pitch and land on it. It doesn't get over by much. Stanfield almost made a bid at that despite losing it. Literally was throwing his hands up saying, I can't see it because you got the high sky right now. And Royo, I don't know what. He got it with his heel.
The back of the foot touched home plate.
When you're cheering for the Aggies, you want to the plate in a big moment right now.
Jay Slavielette is punched out by Ianson.
I think I made 2 outs in 1 inning against him.
Swing and a miss by Wyatt Hensler. Sorrell over toward the shift on the right side. He's thrown out. After the Royo home run, the Aggies go 1-2-3 with the top of the order. Royo goes deep over the left center field wall. There was a question whether he hit home plate or not. Towards center field, that'll bounce. That's at Wyatt Hensler. Can the Aggies turn 2? They roll it up.
So he keeps every pitcher, every defense on their toes.
Got him swinging on 3 pitches. The bottom of the 7th after the stretch, Bear Harrison has one of the Aggies' 2 hits. He stung that pretty well, but a nice job staying with it by Michael Braswell. A little bit of a late call, but rung him up looking. 10th strikeout for Anthony Ianson. 7 innings against North Alabama. That's strike 3, but Cash will run. Ball got away.
He's going to go down looking if he wants to take.
Goes the other way, hit well, but right into the glove of Chris Stanfield. Tried to reach out on a pitch way out of the zone.
Payoff.
Then he comes back to get a swing and a miss. Caden McCoy's done some nice work out of the bullpen for the Aggies. Right at the shift. And that's an easy inning in the 8th for Anthony Ianson and the LSU Tigers. They'll look for insurance in the top of the 9th. The Aggies just the 2 hits in this nightcap. Caden McCoy ripped, leaping catch made by Caden Kent. So Caden McCoy, he deals out of the bullpen. Terrific stuff. 18 innings all day today in College Station. We're in the 9th in game 2, and Anthony Ianson just dialed up his 12th strikeout. Mike Early completely disagrees.
From what we're seeing from above,
Yeah, that's off the plate. They did get an RBI earlier. Stung that into center field. Check swing. And they rung him up. There's 2 down.
1, 2, 3. Didn't really put up much of a fight there, and he definitely went.
Anthony Ianson straight up deals the Tigers to a win in the nightcap of the doubleheader. He strikes out 14 Aggies, and he goes complete game, allowing just the 1 run. And A&M and LSU will split a Saturday doubleheader that featured terrific pitching.